Alrighty, Aphrodites. Here we are yet again. Another wonderful check-in for this amazing project I call rebuilding myself. So, not necessarily a full rebuild, but revamp, whatever. It is day 15. Last time I checked in, Glitch says a late check-in, so I can join this one. Glad to hear it, man. Good to see you. Yeah, yesterday I checked in around the normal time, like 3 or 4, I think. But yeah, I said that I had just got done, or excuse me, I had done my morning workout yesterday, and I was still planning on doing my evening workout, which was going to be chest, shoulders, triceps, forearms. That's what I did yesterday. And then obviously I did 9 miles of cardio in the morning on the recumbent bike. And I did indeed follow through with my plan and did the evening workout, so I get a check mark there. So I have still not missed a workout since I started this, which is really good. We're over 2 full weeks on it, so it's nice to see the consistency sort of settling in, and just like the mindset for me right now is I need to do it. Like, it's not something that's like an option. It's something like, oh, this is part of my schedule now. This is when I'm going to do this, and looking at each day's schedule for work and seeing when all my meetings are, knowing when I need to have my morning workout, and then knowing when I'm going to have my evening workout directly after work. So I got some bands and a bike. I've been killing myself so far, and I'm trying hard as well. That's awesome, man. Yeah, the hardest part is getting started, and it's always been the hardest part for me. So kudos to you. It's always good to have something that you feel like committed to. And like some of the equipment that I bought for the home gym last year was stuff that I really like for exercise that I really like. So I really thought, like, I can do it. Like, I can really do it. And I was doing really well last year too. So I did mention the last time I checked in that I had a good weigh-in yesterday. I was a pound down despite the fact that I went over on my calories the day before, and well over. Like, I had like 570 over, but realistically I also had like a giant beer and didn't calculate those calories. So I was a little bit nervous that I was going to take a step back today, because sometimes that stuff catches up with you, not the day directly after, but the day after that. That said, I weighed in today, and I was zero point 0.2 pounds heavier than I was yesterday. So it is disappointing, but overall for the last 2 days after that like non-cheat day, I wound up negative 0.08, which is one way to look at it, but 0.02 is a bummer. I will say this, I weighed in this morning early, like 7 a.m., which is way early. I usually weigh in like 8:30 to 9, because I was going to be in meetings, and I knew I was going to be in meetings today. And I have a meal that I eat at 9. And so that's my first meal of the day. And so I was like, eat your meal, drink your water. Like, sometimes I can sneak in, like, I can just like jump out of the meeting for a bathroom break really fast and like use the restroom and then weigh in. And it's like a way of me like trying to be a little bit more consistent with my weigh-in time. That said, I didn't get to do it, so I just ate my meal, drank my water. I was like, whatever, the weigh-in shot for the day anyways. You're up 0.2. It is what it is. And then at 10, I went to go get on the bike, because I had a block of time where I was like, okay, I can do work from the bike on my phone. And I got on the bike, and like as I was getting ready, I was like, just jump on the scale. Jump on the scale and see how much that meal this morning was. Like, just having like 2 cheese sticks, cereal bar for breakfast, and then a glass of water. And I don't limit my liquid intake in any way, shape, or form. But I got on the scale, and I was 0.8 pounds lighter than my weigh-in, than that result. So I was like, I didn't use the restroom, and I ate and drank, and I somehow weighed less on my second weigh-in. So I was like, what the fuck? Never mind. Like, just stick with the weigh-in at the time I weighed in. So bummer, but I did wind up getting on the bike, like I mentioned. So that's the first time I accidentally pressed one of those. So you can see the noise that'll happen if I miss one, but I didn't miss one. I got my fucking workout in this morning, which is good. So that's dope. And I'm going to be doing my evening workout because today's double cardio. So I try and space it out because I think I did 10, so I'm going to do 9 o'clock for cardio tonight and go around 9 miles. Anyways, which says A1G1 has been helping me go. Have you tried Fiber One cereal? I have not. I have that and a protein shake in the AM, and I want nothing for a while. I actually try and eat often. So I will eat 9. Actually, I'll just switch over to this other screen. So the way that I'm doing it is this routine that I've done for a while when I'm like being healthy is I don't try and limit my I don't try and limit my meals. I eat 5 times a day: 9, 11:30, 2, 4:30, and 7. This can be stretched out to be 9, 12, 3, 6, and 9 if I need it to be. But the intervals basically keeps my metabolism moving forward, like is always active, and the calorie restriction is what helps me burn. That said, people see 1,500, like my mom said this the other day. She was like, that's not a lot of calories. Like 2,000 is your daily recommended limit. Like 2,000 was what they tell an average person should be your daily calorie intake. And then a pound of fat weighs, it's 3,500 calories for a pound of fat. So theoretically, this diet, once a week, you should lose a pound. When you're as heavy as I am, obviously you see better results, you know, especially when I've been way more active, burning a lot of calories, and on top of that, have a lot to lose. So current overall weight total loss is 18.8, so doing pretty good. It's still a bummer that I went up, but I really do feel like tomorrow, even though that's the other thing too. Today I ate like 4 ounces of sirloin steak for lunch, and then I just had like 14 ounces of chicken, of boneless, skinless chicken breast, just seasoned with like the most basic stuff, like 0-calorie seasoning stuff, which is stuff that I eat during these green days usually. But I can tell I'm full right now, man. Like there's a lot in my stomach. So the time when I when I have my protein shake is like within an hour after lifting. So if I do a lifting day, so if I'm looking at my exercise schedule and I do either workout A or workout B, when I come inside, I usually have a protein shake ready to go. It is 360 milliliters of skim milk and 30.5 grams of protein powder. And it winds up being like 245 calories, so I'll have that usually like right as soon as I come in. It's also delicious, so I crave it. Yeah, but that's usually when I do protein, and it definitely helps me recover. Mustard chicken and rice, lol, that's my go-to. Mustard chicken sounds amazing. Rice is empty calories for this diet for me. I will save calories sometimes for it, but like a little thing of like pre-made rice that you can get from Costco is 310 calories. And when I'm doing 1,500 calories per day and 5 meals a day, that means I'm doing 300 calories a meal. Usually what happens during my days is my morning is either 200 calories or 230, which is 2 cheese sticks, which I fucking love cheese, and then a cereal bar or a granola bar. Cereal bar is 130 calories, and a granola bar is 100. Then my second snack of the day is usually closer to 300, but sometimes I'll just do like veggies. Like I'm pretty sure this is like cucumbers, salt, and lemon on it. And then like something else on the side. I think another cheese stick, because cucumbers like super low in calories. Like on this day, 250, that's definitely going to be chips. Like that's going to be like baked Lay's or something along that line. And you can see like my third meal of the day is usually pretty small. It's usually like an apple, but I get these big ass Cosmic Crisps and they're fucking delicious. Like for this day I did 20. So that day was definitely veggies, probably cucumber and celery, something along those lines. This other day was also 20. Actually, this is gum. This is gum to tide me over in between. That's why I have that. But today, my steak was the second meal. Actually, my steak was the third meal. And like my midday, 4 p.m., that was my low one. So yeah, just trying to stick to it and not fuck up. Cosmic Crisps are the fucking best. Like they curb a sweet craving like nobody's business. You're on a pre-cal, okay, I'm learning all this too. Steve is helping me. Yeah, I've done this before. Like I used to be skinny. I used to be fit. But yeah, it's just trying to get back on track. And honestly, like once I'm at a weight where I'm like comfortable that my workouts are basically locked in, I don't have to do calorie restriction as much. I just need to make sure that I'm doing my workouts. If I'm doing my workouts, then I'll be fine. And if I can get to like the weight I want to be, which is going to be like a year from now, I really don't have to worry too much about the calorie restriction. I just need to monitor my weight. And if I have a day where I like gain, just pay close attention that next day and just not overdo anything. And like right now, I'm full, man. I'm not even hungry. So when people see like, oh, he's only doing 1,500 calories. Like my whole life, whenever I've done this workout, they're like, oh, he's starving himself. It's like, bro, I fucking eat like volume-wise 2 or 3 times as much food as other people. I'm just fucking finally eating healthy, you know? I'm eating like salads where I have so much fucking lettuce and onion and cucumber in my stomach. Or like chicken. Chicken's 27.5 calories per ounce for boneless, skinless chicken breast. So that's a lot of fucking chicken you can put in your stomach. And I'm trying to be careful with my seasoning so I don't retain too much water if I use too much salt. And so far I've done well. So I am hoping that tomorrow I have a green number. Realistically, if I don't have my morning shit before my weigh-in, I will weigh in heavy, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So all that bloviating and bullshitting, say thank you, Glitch. I appreciate you saying that. And I'm happy for you, man. I'm hoping that everyone that is focusing and trying to get healthy is able to get healthy. The two things I've tied this to, this specific check-in thing that I'm doing is my Wordle and the tier list maker. Wordle yesterday, I broke my 91 day streak, which was a fucking giant bummer. If you Wordle and you haven't Wordled yet, look away. I always start with Clout, follow it up with Raise, get rid of all the vowels and the more popular consonants. Okay, so this is weird. So we don't have A-I-O. We have the U and the E at the end, which always, for me, as soon as I see U and E at the end, I think Q, Q-U-E-U-E. But there's an S here. So if you're going to use a Q, there's no way a Q can be in here, actually. Because unless it's like S-A-Q-U-E. No, that's not going to be it. There's not going to be an H either. Unless the S is the second letter and then something weird's at the front and it ends with Sue. Usually, it's either going to be ends with Sue or ends in a way. Segway. It's Segway. Boom. Thank you. I find it impressive as well. It's not as impressive when your streak is only 1. But hey, we got a lot of fucking work to do. It really bummed me out that I missed it yesterday, but shit happens. I cut all salt out. Sucks ass, but I need to, so I get it. Yeah. When your sodium levels are high, you're retaining water, and you start having other issues because the sodium is you just got to do it. I'm playing disc golf too, fun and exercise. That's awesome. I don't have something outside of the house I'm doing for exercise. But yeah, having activity that you can do that just burns calories is fucking so good when you're trying to lock in. I don't know where that sound's coming from, but I don't have my desktop audio on, so you would have only heard it from my speaker to my microphone. I'm going to scroll here and just find a fairly straightforward list that I can bust out. Nothing too complicated. Funny seems very broad. I'm going to keep scrolling. Magic the Gathering seems also very broad. Gas Wolf, dude, glad to see ya. And glad to hear you're working to a healthy goal. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Just trying to get back on track. Work has really just taken over my life. And before we moved, I was just in a much healthier position and doing what I'm doing right now. And just slowly losing weight and gaining strength. And then, after the move, everything got fucked. And then work got super busy. Work is still very busy. But I'm just hey, I gotta fucking lock in. I gotta make the time. I gotta find a new routine where this works. Gonna keep scrolling past some of these. Overwatch seems kind of fun. What do I want to make a list out of today, everyone? Politics? No, not today. Reality TV is a fun one. I've barely ever played Rocket League. Again. Just giving me ads and putting fucking sound on it. It's annoying. Scrolling. Apparently the doctor says I have hypertension, so yeah, I call it over 35, but whatever you say, doc. Yeah, bro. I'm muting it. Congratulations, your entire website's been muted. I changed my name again. If you didn't realize, it's Meadows. I figured. When I saw Wolf, I figured it was you, Doug. Glitch says, oh, Meadows, I know that guy. Indeed you do. What else? Let's do Xbox. Why not? Oh, you know what? I saw World of Warcraft on there. Fuck it. I just built out my house in their new housing system, which was really fun. WoW villains. There's 54 of them. I don't know if I can go through all 54, but I really do like the villains in WoW. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll rate the classes today. I'll do the villains a different day when I feel like I have more time. This is Demon Hunter. That's Death Knight, Druid, Hunter, Mage, Monk, I think, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, and Warrior. I play a Mage. Mages are amazing. They're totally overpowered. And I feel like they get the shit end of the stick sometimes when they're trying to balance the game because they're too overpowered. But I do love me a mage. And also, this is based off of how I felt at the end of Lich King. I haven't played an expansion outside of just leveling my character up in a long fucking time. I've never played a Demon Hunter, so I'm going to leave that one down there. Shaman are amazing. They basically had to bring Shaman over to the Alliance side because of their buff. I forget, Heroism, I'm pretty sure, which just changes how you raid. It's amazing. There's not a lot of bad classes in WoW, that's the thing. Looking at these and just knowing that I'm thinking specific to Lich King, and that's also PvE Lich King. Warlocks were super powerful. Priests were super powerful. Druids were super powerful. But those are ones that I didn't think were like S tier classes, and I wouldn't have jumped onto. Paladins, when I say Paladin, I'm not thinking Rep Paladin, because I know they made a lot of changes in WoW. I'm thinking AoE tank Paladins. They're the only Paladins they're the only tanks that existed in Lich King that I couldn't pull threat off of. So they get S tier. Glitch says, been playing Ark. It's so much fun. I gotta find a group to play Ark with, man. Ark Raiders, because every time I go out now, I'm trying to find like a toaster. And I feel like I have to grind and grind and grind just to find one, and then hope that I don't run into someone who's gonna kill me. It's so fucking annoying. Wolf says, I just got off Ark. I had a couple good runs and said it's time to go off on a high. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, if I get one or two, I'm like, I should probably quit playing. Because sooner or later it's going to run to one person and they fucking murder you and you lose your shit. It's so annoying. Warriors are A tier. I think that they're good tanks. They have trouble with AoE tanking, but a good tank that's a warrior is going to be fine. And they're also really good for PvP. That said, I don't play one. Rogues are S tier in my opinion. The amount of damage that they can put out if you have the right person playing rogue, regardless of your talent tree or your gear. Like, if you have the right person who understands the class that builds their talents around their play style, like, you can have all these guides online that says, like, here's all the talents that you should have if you're this, this spec, or you're going for this gear, and then you can have someone that just shows up and just fucking demolishes everyone on the DPS charts, showing the DPS charts are bullshit to begin with. Monk, I have never played. Hunters are fucking awesome, but I don't put them at S tier. You know what? Maybe I do. And Death Knights during Lich King, I would say A tier. I didn't have any Death Knight tanks that I felt were actually that good. This is not a very exciting chart, but hey, it's the one I made tonight. And it's going to do WoW classes. And that's that. Cool. Yeah, dude, if I'm going to get on Ark, I'll definitely hit you up on Facebook and just let you know. Same thing for you, Meadows. Because I need a group. My buddy, he lives in Chicago, so sometimes we actually are able to align and get on there together. And that's the most fun I have. So if I can find some more consistency to it, that'll be a blast. Wolf says, I'm not good with the game at all, but it's fun. Gets pretty tense. It definitely does. So it's really fun. I understand why it won awards for best multiplayer game. But like, I'm more of a solo player most days, so it just is what it is. But yeah, so that's that. I'm going to work out here in the next 25 minutes and then cool down until 10 my time, which is in an hour and a half, and then record Scary-ish, which it's the 8th anniversary episode. So that will be fun. Glitch is off at 3 p.m. California time. That's good to know. I'm going to have some time off coming up here, which is nice because I haven't gotten time off this year that's not related to recovery or tragedy. Aside from a Friday here and there. So gonna be taking off some time, and I definitely need it. So gonna recharge and definitely gonna be playing some games. So I will hit you both up, see if you're available. But that is everything I'm doing for today. So thank you guys for joining me. Very much appreciate it. This has been my check-in for day 15. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow if I weigh in heavy, I'm not gonna be shocked. I will be sad. If I weigh in low, I'm gonna be so fucking relieved. So we'll see. It's up to my stomach and whether or not I take that shit. But yeah, that's everything for me tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow.